Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining. David, Anthony Moreno, my guy. A couple of people I missed that joined in. Hey, what's going on, wife? How you doing? And I want to wish everyone of my veterans a fellow happy Veterans Day. What's going on, Aisha? Who's live in the studio with us right now? We're going to get started in a moment. So give me a brief moment and we'll get started with the PTSD live performance that I will be releasing soon. So. What's going on, Renita? And I want to give a little statistics as far as PTSD awareness, very important issue. One of my closest family members suffers from it. A lot of my good friends suffer from it. When I've seen some of the things that happen with PTSD on a personal basis, seeing it happen directly in my eyes. My family member, cousin was a U.S. Marine, did 2 deployments, one in Iraq, one in Afghanistan. And I want to put this out there. This song is not directly a story coming from me saying what I went through in the service. I don't want to lie and discredit people that really did fight in combat, but it's me speaking vicariously through them, through some of the stories that I spoke with them and some of the things they told me they experienced while they were overseas. So I wanted to put that out there. Because a lot of people that know me, when I was in the service, I was not the greatest sailor for a couple of years, my first couple of years. So I'm gonna put that out there as well, being honest. It took me a while to get into it. When I first got in, I wasn't really focused. As a sailor, I know there's a couple guys on here that's watching now that can agree with that. Keep it 100 with you guys. It took me a while to get adjusted. And I had some struggles, in my beginning of my time in the service. So it's a crazy stat, PTSD, when you really think about it. So many people suffer from PTSD. I believe there's at least 200,000 homeless veterans on the streets right now. 45% of them suffer from PTSD, as well as 18 to 22 people committing suicide every day that have been diagnosed with PTSD. You equal it up in a week, it's about 125 per week, and 6,500 a year from suicide for PTSD. And if I have my numbers right, I believe more veterans, are dying from suicide, PTSD-related suicide, than they actually are in a combat zone. And I want to bring awareness as well to people that suffer from PTSD that have not been involved with direct combat. Those that have been, involved with PTSD with, other scenarios. And an example I would give you is one of my good friends that, is an entrepreneur now and doing his thing. But he went to the country of his ancestors in the Caribbean, and he suffered from PTSD after the earthquake, to witness what his people went through during that earthquake, and that negatively impacted him. So there's many ways to get PTSD, that's not combat related. And to, female people that's in the military as well, they deal with PTSD as well from sexual trauma, and that's not really acknowledged a lot. So, and same with males, many people go on deployment and deal with different circumstances with PTSD. So I'm no longer going to talk. I'm going to give you guys, one of my singles on my album, I'm a Human Being. It's directly written from the heart, and a lot of veterans helped me write the song as well that deal with PTSD. A couple Marines, a couple Army guys, a couple Navy guys as well. So, hey, what's up, Randy? Thank you for joining in. And once again, the stories that I'm gonna tell you guys is not directly from me, my experience, but the experiences that I was able to, listen and vicariously speak to these veterans that deal with these circumstances. So you're gonna hear different stories in one. It's not my story completely, it's different people's stories, so that deal with combat. So, yes, sir. I think we're ready, Mr. Rafiki. Thank you for joining, Chris Johnston. These are the sounds I hear. Explosion and gunshots causing vibrations, constantly ringing through my ears. What I see, bullet holes, amputated body parts. Certainly what I feel is fear. I'm not really thinking clear. Down as I negated my mind, having many thoughts like, why did I sign on a dotted line? I contemplate my service while being shot by jihad men wearing black turbans. I question myself, was a free education and dollar signs really worth it? When you being bombarded by mortar shells, suicide bombers attaching C4 to the abdomen and striking over traveling through the air with a fraction of the stomach gut still attached to it. The memories remain of enemies in pain, brothers in arms, instantly erased by the missile of an RPG. Shot by a kid only 6 in age. I had to retaliate, and I pulled the trigger, put that kid up in the grave. Still see his face in my nightmares, wake up with cold sweats, cause I'm scared. When I sleep at night, I keep my eyes open. Try to tell doc all my issues, all I get is a misdiagnosis. Can't help being rattled when I walk inside the 7-Eleven. I get anxiety attacks. Staring at Raj and the counter, still thinking bomb wagons are attached. Why is he looking at me funny? Did he put IEDs all up in my Humvee? Snap out of his soldier. Think it's Slurp B, didn't have to spend the money. Just be easy, walk out the store, don't cause any problems. Surveillance on you, they got a law for cops, they won't hesitate to call them. Is the insanity again? Trying not to think of lost friends that will never ever see their family again. I get depressed at the VA hospital, seeing fellow veterans with amputated limbs. Agent Oranges pass through their skin, gives me flashback of combat again. I don't want to see no flashbacks again. Still hear voices, still hear screams, still have nightmares. Never took my dreams. Still hear voices, still hear screams, still hear nightmares. Never took my dreams. For all my veterans, dealing with it, PTSD. Dealing with it, PTSD, yeah, PTSD, yeah, PTSD, yeah, PTSD. I try to wonder why. I can see the flashbacks. And I hear a sound I visualize Iraq. Hand claps remind me of a gag. Door slams remind me of a bomb. My family don't recognize me. I just try to stay calm. Fuck being calm. There's somebody over there. There's somebody over there. No son, that's a chair. No mama, that's a body. There's somebody over there. There's somebody over there. I swear it ain't fair. How this paranoia got me? Excuse me, doctor. Can you explain why I can't refrain from these thoughts? Doc, I'm really trying to focus, but I can't control it. Still feel that battle. Can't walk in my own home without mistaking enemies for rocking chair shadows. Think I need help? Can you give me a suggestion, a prescription? Doc, I've been tried that, but I still get the vivid images of Iraq. And I took so many solar pills, I just doze off to a nightmare and it goes off. I wake up some nights with anger in me. Let me strangle my wife, she's afraid of me. This condition is changing my life. Only anguish and strife is following me. Once again, I want to thank everybody that joined and watched today for seeing the single PTSD. And once again, for all the veterans out there that are suffering from PTSD. From some of the information that I did review, 50% of the people that have PTSD never get treated, and over time the treatments, people that are not treated, it does not improve. So that's something that we should take in mind. There's over 200,000 homeless veterans. 45% of them suffer from PTSD. 18 to 22 people die a day from PTSD. 125 per week, which equals about 6,500 per year. Excuse me. I thank everyone for joining. Happy Veterans Day. Keep that in mind. This is something we still deal with on a daily basis. All right, love you guys. Peace.